Karthik, which were the chapters?
Ma'am, introduction to statistics and collection of data.
Collections of data. Any doubt in that two chapter?
No, ma'am.
No. See, children, these chapters you are studying for your next year when you are doing a project or when you are going for higher studies also, how to analyze the data, how to collect the data, how to interpret the data, all these things you are studying in the first 4 chapters. After that only statistics you will go for mathematical calculations and all. Okay. So don't think that this thing we are studying for the exam, it will be useful for you in the next year. And also when you are going for higher studies also you have project. Nobody will teach there you how to do the project, how to collect the data or how to organize it and all. So if any doubt is there in these topics, ask and make it clear. Okay. So our next chapter is organization of data. So we studied how to collect the data. In the previous chapter, we studied how to collect the data, and in this chapter, we will study how to organize the data. Is it necessary to organize the data? Keyboard, in any place you, in your life, or in the school, or wherever you are, you saw anything in an organized form? How to organize a thing? Can you say an example for a place where the things are properly organized or arranged? Anybody? Any place where things are arranged in a systematic way or in an appropriate way. Pavitra? Any
Yes,
place? Be louder. In your home, in your school, wherever it is, any place.
and school,
In the school, okay, where? What things?
assembly,
In assembly, okay. Okay, assembly you are, yes. That is a form of arranging, isn't it? Based on your height, you are standing in your assembly. Okay. Then any other?
Library.
Be louder.
Library.
Library, yes, Amal. Library is a place where things are properly, books are properly arranged, isn't it? Novels in one side, then short stories, if it is English, Malayalam. So, organization or arrangement of data is necessary for us. For its ease, if we want to find something easily, if it is arranged in a proper order, we can find it easily. So here also we are studying about how to organize the data. Here we are discussing about how to organize the data. So when we are collecting the data, in the previous chapter we studied how to collect the data. The data can be collected through different methods, isn't it? Or through an interview or by mailing questionnaire or by a telephonic interview, and all the way we can collect the data. But that data cannot be used for any other statistical analysis because the data, the group of data in the collected or the original form is called as raw data. Maybe it include the data we need or the unnecessary data is maybe there or it is not properly arranged data will be there. So it includes, so we want to sort it out. From the raw data, we want to sort what we need. So the raw data, what do you mean by the raw data? It's a group of data in collected form or the original form. The data which we collected in its original form is called as raw data. It is not a classified or arranged data. The raw data will never become an arranged data. Suppose I am collecting the mark of 20, you are 16, 17 students of 11 economics, 11th economics, 17 students. If I am collecting your essay 1 mark for any purpose, if we are marking that, the mark in economics obtained by 17 students. So how will I write it? Based on, I will come to your class and I will collect the data. Your mark, your mark. Okay, Suppose Pavitra's markers out of 80, 52. Then Karthik, Hadi. Okay, children. So this is a mark in economics obtained by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 students. Mark obtained in economics by 11 students is given here. From this, can you say which is the highest mark and which is the lowest mark? It will take time, isn't it? Because we want to go through each of the mark and then only we will find out, oh, this is the highest mark and this is the lowest mark. And can you say how many students scored above 70? How many students scored less than 60? How many students failed? So if such a lot of questions we want to answer from the raw data. Okay, but the raw data means the data in its collected form or the original form is the raw data. From that we want to find out all these types of questions, answers for all these questions. So classification become more difficult when the size of data is increasing. This is, if it is only 17 or 20, it is possible for you. But if the data is more, if it is 100 students are there, is it possible to do like that? So classification become more difficult when the size of data increases. So how we will organize the data? What we can do, Aishwarya?
Arrange it
Arranging. How we will arrange?
from lower marks to higher marks or higher
Yes.
marks to lower marks.
Okay. We can either arrange it in an ascending order or a descending order. Then we get an idea. So we will arrange it. Any other way? Anybody? One method she told we can arrange either in ascending order or descending order. Or any other way we can arrange the data. We can group it. You studied about class 0 to 10, 10 to 20 classes. So another way is we can arrange them into different classes. So the students who scored in between 70 to 80 in one group. The students who scored in between 60 to 70, another group. So either we can arrange them like a class based on the mark. We can form a class and we can mark it, or as like that an ascending or a descending order we can from the lowest to the highest observation. But it is not possible if the data is too large. Okay, ascending or descending order of the data is 100 or 1000 students mark we are taking. 1000 students or 100 students, it is too difficult to arrange them. So we are using another method of classification, like we will divide them into different classes, and based on the classes we are calculating the data. So here we are discussing about organization of data. What do you mean by organization of data? Organization of data means arranging the items in an appropriate order. Organization of data means arranging the items in an appropriate order. Arranging the items in an appropriate order. That is organization of data. Clear? Clear? What do you mean by organization of data? Arranging the items in an appropriate order. Then I will ask you a question. What do you mean by classification of data? Is the two terms are same? Femina? Femina?
Yes, ma'am.
Is any difference between organization of data and classification of data?
Ma'am, classification
Classification means
can be done in ascending or descending order.
how we will classify.
By groups, we can classify.
Yes. Based on, we will classify on the basis of some group, some common features, isn't it?
Yes.
How we will classify the students into science in the 11th, science, commerce, or humanities. You are classified on the basis of the subject you are selecting. Those who study physics, chemistry, biology, maths, computer, they are in one class. Those who are studying history, politics, economics, psychology, you will be in another class. Those who are studying banking, accountancy, economics, or IP or computer, you are in another class. That means we are classifying, okay, based on some common features you have. So the classification of data, we are arranging the items in appropriate order and putting them in homogeneous group. When we are classifying the data, we will put them in a homogeneous group. The group which have a similar characteristics, that is homogeneous group. Organization of data means arranging the items in an appropriate order. Okay. Clear the difference? Organization of data means, it simply means only arranging the items in an appropriate order. If we are arranging the data in an appropriate order, we call it as organization of data. And classification of data means arranging the items in appropriate order and putting them in homogeneous group. Along with the arrangement of data, we will put them in a homogeneous group. The students who score 75 and above, maybe they will come in a, when we are classifying the data, we will put them in a homogeneous group, in a single group. The students who are selecting the subjects, based on the subjects, they are divided into different groups. And all the students who have taken almost the same subjects, they will be homogeneous. They will be in a common group. That is called as a homogeneous. Homogeneous means what? Homogeneous means? Homogeneous and heterogeneous. You studied. Aishwarya, what is homogeneous?
Something that has similar characteristics.
Yes, same. That is the meaning of homogeneous. So, if the data's classification of data means arranging the items into appropriate order and putting them into homogeneous groups. Clear? What do you mean by organization of data and classification of data? Organization of data means arranging the items in an appropriate order. Classification of data means arranging the items in appropriate order, plus one more thing is there. What is it? Putting them in a homogeneous group. In classification of data also there is an arrangement, but along with that arrangement, we will put them in a homogeneous group. Clear? Then the question is, how to classify? How the classification is there? The classification depend on various requirements. So first we discussed, when the data we collected in its original form is called as raw data. The raw data could be classified into various depending on the purpose and the use in hand. So we will classify the data based on the purpose, for what purpose we are using. According to that, we will classify the data. The data we are collecting is raw data, and as per our purpose, we will arrange the data. There are 4 ways we can classify the data. Okay, classification include so the data classification are 4 types. Any idea? Anybody? Anybody? What is this? What is this? No response. You can't see? Yes, what is this? Atul? Chronological classification. The first important type we can arrange the raw data is according to its chronological order. But then another one is spatial classification. Okay. Next one is quantitative classification, and the other is qualitative classification. So the raw data could be classified in various ways depending on the purpose and the use in hand. The raw data could be classified in various ways depending on the purpose and use in hand. They are the following. The following 4 categories of classification of raw data is there. The first one is chronological classification. Second one is spatial classification. Third one, quantitative. And the fourth one is qualitative. Clear? The 4 major types of classification of data include chronological, spatial, quantitative, and qualitative. Clear? Amal? Amal? Amal Keshaji?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Mone, can you define classification of data?
Classification of data. Chronological.
Classification of data is simple definition we discussed.
Arrange item in appropriate order.
Okay, arranging item in appropriate order.
Order.
Arranging item in appropriate order is called as organization of data. So classification means arranging the items in appropriate order and Atul, what is it?
Ma'am, putting them in
yes.
homogeneous group.
Yes. That is, and putting them in homogeneous group. Clear, Amal?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, if you are saying only arranging the items in an appropriate order, it is only called as organization of data. But after organizing it, if we are putting them in a homogeneous group only, it is called as classification of data. Clear?
Yes.
So classification of data include arranging the items in appropriate order and putting them into homogeneous group. And the raw data could be classified in various ways depending on the purpose and use in hand. They are chronological classification, spatial classification, quantitative classification, and qualitative classification. Then, what do you mean by chronological classification? Any idea? Have you ever heard about the term chronology? Chronological order, chronology. I think in history, timeline you studied? Aishwarya? Timeline?
No, ma'am.
No, you have no timeline. Okay. You studied that. Okay, first one is chronological classification. Chronological classification. In this type of classification, first what we will do is datas are either arranging in ascending or descending order. Clear? First listen, then you can write. Chronological classification, first one we will arrange the datas in ascending or descending order with reference to time. So in chronological classification, we will arrange the datas into ascending or descending order with reference to what? Time. That means maybe a year, a month, a week, or a quarter, whatever it is. So if the datas are arranged on the basis of time, it is called as chronological classification. The time include maybe years, month. Okay. Clear? Week. It is called as chronological classification. So the datas are classified either into ascending or descending order with reference to time. It is called as chronological classification. It include the time may be a year, year-wise, month-wise, week-wise, or a quarter-wise, whatever it is. So in a chronological classification, the datas are classified either in ascending or descending order with reference to what? With reference to time. The datas are arranged into ascending or descending order with reference to time is called as chronological classification. Example, year, month, week, etc. Example, if we are discussing about the population in India, okay? How we will arrange the data? We need two columns. One is year, '51, 1961, 81. Okay? Population may be here, population in crore. Suppose in 51 it is 35 crore. Then here maybe it is 43 crore. Here maybe 68. See. Okay. It's a rough figure, not the correct figure. So if the datas are arranged accordingly, if the population in India is an example for arranging classification of data based on chronology. It's an year-wise classification, 51, 61, 71, 81. It's an year-wise classification. So if the datas are either arranging in ascending or descending order with reference to time is called as chronological classification. An example you can write population in India. Classification of population in India is an example for chronological classification. Clear? Clear? This
Yes, ma'am.
same thing we will study in the next chapter also. So that time I will not take that portion, okay? Same thing in the next chapter. When we are organizing presentation of data also, we will use the same thing. So the first important classification is chronological classification. It is based on a reference with time. Second one is spatial classification. What do you mean by spatial classification?
Space between.
Space means? Space can be connected to anything. Space means space based on what? Guess.
Ma'am, land.
Based on
Land.
lands. Yes, based on countries. Suppose if the classification is, that's why sometimes our guess will be correct. So if the classification, here the data are classified with reference to geographical location. Okay. In the spatial classification, we are classifying the data based on their geographical locations. The data is classified on the basis of the geographical locations. We call it a spatial classification. Clear? If the data are classified with reference to the geographical location, it is called as spatial classification. Example, countries. Then within the country, state-wise. Example, nowadays when you are checking the newspaper, you can see that the corona cases, that is based on the spatial classification. Have you ever noticed it? Maybe based on the district-wise or state-wise. The India, Arogya Setu app you have in your mobile, you downloaded it. In that it is clearly seen. Atul is laughing. Arogya Setu. No, there you can see that the spatial classification. That means each state at the current position. How many people are there affected by corona? How many deaths were there? All the things will be there. That is a spatial classification. Clear? So spatial classification means based on the geographical location. That is writing any other example. That is, I think the current example is very good. When we are checking the newspapers and all, tomorrow when you are reading the newspaper, you can clearly identify. If the newspaper is there, you take and check it, you can see that that is based on a spatial classification. That means based on the geographical location. Maybe country-wise will be given, or a state-wise, or the district-wise. Such type of the data are classified with reference to a geographical location. It is called a spatial classification. So chronological means it is based on time, and spatial means it is based on geographical location. And two more is there, quantitative and qualitative. What do you mean by quantitative classification?
Based on the quantity of the data.
Based on the quantity. That means, example, height, weight. That means we can measurable. If the measurable quantities are there, we call it as a quantitative classification. It is based on the characteristics that can be expressed quantitatively. The classification of data based on the characteristics that can be explained or expressed quantitatively. The data can be expressed quantitatively. Height of the students, weight of the students, or income of the family. All these things we can express quantitatively by numerical term. Such type of data are called as quantitative data. Then what do you mean by qualitative data?
Based on quality.
Based on quality. Quality means?
Product. Quality.
Quality, can you say an example? Something we cannot measure quantitatively. Beauty. Can we measure it? The height, Atul's height and weight we can measure. Beauty can we measure? Is it possible, Atul?
I don't know.
Is it possible? Do you think so? Beauty
No,
can
no.
be measured.
No.
Like a quantity, like height or weight, is it possible to measure beauty?
No.
No. So that is some attributes are there we cannot measure. Such type of data are coming under qualitative classification. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? So classification of data means there are data can be classified 4 ways: chronological classification, spatial classification, quantitative classification, and qualitative classification. Then chronological classification means the data are classified either in ascending or descending order with reference to time, like year, month, week, etc. It is called as chronological classification. The spatial classification means if the data are classified with reference to geographical location, like country, state, district wise, etc. It is a spatial classification. And quantitative classification, the classification of collected data based on the characteristics that be expressed quantitatively. It is called as quantitative classification. And qualitative classification means some characteristics we cannot express quantitatively. Such characteristics have a qualitative example. Power failure. Okay, so time up. I hope you understood this. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, then next class we can meet. Bye bye.